Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like your hair just wasn't lifting your face the way it used to? As we get older, our hair changes. Sometimes it loses volume, sometimes it feels a little heavy, and sometimes it just stops reflecting the vibrancy we still feel inside. But the right bob haircut can change everything. It can brighten your expression, soften your features, bring movement back into your hair, and give you that timeless, refreshed confidence that doesn't try to copy youth, but instead celebrates the beauty of who you are right now. Today we're exploring 5 of the most elegant, fresh, and age-defying bob haircuts for women over 60, styles that aren't trendy for the sake of trends, but truly transformative because they work with mature hair, not against it. One of these may just be the haircut that makes you look in the mirror and smile again. So settle in, and let's discover the bob that may become your new signature style. The first bob I want to talk about is the soft layered bob. The soft layered bob is one of those rare hairstyles that feels like a gentle breath of fresh air the moment you try it. It's designed with maturity in mind, but in the most flattering, graceful way. Unlike harsh layers or sharp cuts that can make hair look choppy, the soft layered bob uses gentleness as its strength. Every layer is placed with intention, framing the face with lightness so your features appear lifted rather than weighed down. As we age, many women notice that the crown area begins to fall flat or the sides of the hair become finer. This cut quietly addresses all of that without needing much work from you. Those soft layers create subtle movement, allowing the hair to breathe, adding just enough volume to give the illusion of fullness. It's not dramatic or bold. It's simply uplifting, like a small kindness your hair gives back to you every morning. One of the beauties of this bob is how well it works with different textures. Straight hair gains softness and feminine flow. Wavy hair gets shape without frizz. Soft curls find balance without turning puffy. And because the layers aren't aggressive, the style never looks overdone or high maintenance. Even on the busiest mornings, you can let your hair air dry and still get a naturally pretty silhouette that feels effortless. Silver and salt and pepper hair look especially radiant in this cut. The layers catch the light, giving your natural color dimension and a gentle shimmer that almost resembles natural highlights. Instead of trying to hide gray, this bob celebrates it. Emotionally, many women say the soft layered bob makes them feel comforted and understood. It's a haircut that doesn't demand anything from you. Instead, it supports you, your lifestyle, your time, your confidence. It makes your face appear softer, your expression more open, and your overall look beautifully refreshed. You can style it smooth, tuck aside behind your ear, add some light texture, or keep it simple. Every version works because the cut is inherently kind and forgiving. For many women, it becomes the style that brings back a sense of self-appreciation, a feeling that says, I still look like me, but a brighter, lighter version. If you want a hairstyle that's easy, flattering, elegant, and quietly rejuvenating, the soft layered bob is one of the most reliable choices you can make. It's more than a haircut. It's a little lift of the spirit every time you see your reflection. Now, the second bob that beautifully enhances mature features is the chin-length classic bob. The chin-length classic bob is one of the most timeless haircuts ever created, and for women over 60, it is especially powerful. Its strength lies in its simplicity, clean lines, perfect length, and a shape that naturally lifts the face. When hair becomes longer and heavier with age, it can drag the features downward, making the face appear tired. But the moment you switch to a chin-length bob, everything opens up. This length lands right where it benefits you most, around the jawline. It gently frames the face, offering definition without harshness. Instead of pulling your features down, it supports them, giving your cheeks and eyes a brighter, more refreshed appearance. It adds structure without stiffness, elegance without effort. Another wonderful advantage is how easy it is to style. You don't need to be someone who loves spending time with hot tools. A light blow-dry, a quick brush, or even letting it fall naturally is often enough for the hair to look polished and put together. The cut itself does most of the hard work. Women who wear glasses especially love this bob. Because it ends near the chin, it balances the face without competing with eyeglass frames. Everything feels harmonious and proportioned, giving a refined, intelligent look that's both stylish and practical. This bob also adapts beautifully to different textures. Straight hair looks sleek and elegant. Wavy hair gets a soft, feminine flow. And silver tones or salt and pepper strands reflect light in the most flattering way. There's something beautifully sophisticated about the way this cut shows off natural color. The smooth line becomes almost like a soft frame of silver. Emotionally, many women describe the chin-length bob as a breath of fresh air, a moment of renewal. It's a cut that says, "I still have style, and I'm embracing it with clarity and confidence." It's not dramatic, but it feels transformative. Not because it changes who you are, but because it brings forward the best of you, your structure, your grace, your energy. It's the kind of haircut you can rely on in every situation: lunch with friends, a family gathering, a casual day at home. It always looks appropriate, always looks chic, and never feels like it's trying too hard. If what you want is simplicity, natural elegance, and a subtle lifting effect, the chin-length bob is a beautiful and timeless choice. 3. Next, let's talk about the textured modern bob. A cut full of movement and youthful energy. The textured modern bob is perfect for women who want their hair to feel lively again, full of personality, movement, and natural volume. Unlike older-fashioned bobs that can look rigid or too structured, the modern bob embraces softness and freedom. It's the kind of haircut that seems to breathe with you. The magic of this style comes from the light, airy layers. They aren't cut to look choppy or extreme. Instead, they're placed gently to create lift at the roots, softness around the face, and natural bounce throughout the hair. For women who feel their hair has become thinner, flatter, or more delicate with age, this cut brings back a sense of fullness without requiring heavy products or complicated routines. One of the biggest benefits is that it enhances your natural texture. Straight hair becomes more dynamic. Waves become more defined. Slight curls gain beautiful shape. Instead of fighting against what your hair wants to do, the modern bob encourages it. This makes the style incredibly forgiving. Even if you air dry it, the hair still falls into a soft, intentionally undone shape. Effortless, casual, and beautifully modern. The textured ends add a youthful touch, giving the hair movement that feels fresh rather than forced. When you turn your head, there's a gentle bounce. When you walk, the hair shifts softly. It never feels heavy or stiff, which adds to the feeling of ease. This bob is also excellent for showcasing color. If you've embraced your gray or silver, the texture adds depth and richness to every strand. If you enjoy highlights, lowlights, or blends, the cut brings those tones to life by creating natural light and shadow. On an emotional level, the modern textured bob feels liberating. It's like choosing a haircut that mirrors your sense of freedom, expression, and self-acceptance. It doesn't try to create perfection. It lets you be beautifully human. Many women choose this cut when they're ready for something that reflects their inner youthfulness, not in a forced way, but in a soft, confident way. Styling is wonderfully simple. A bit of mousse, a touch of texture spray, or even nothing at all can work. You can make it polished for special occasions, or leave it loose and relaxed for everyday wear. It adapts to your life, your mood, and your personality. If you want a hairstyle that feels like movement, ease, and natural vibrancy, the textured modern bob may be the perfect match. It's refreshing without being loud, expressive without being complicated, and modern without losing its elegance. 4. Another beautifully uplifting style worth discussing is the graduated or stacked bob. The graduated or stacked bob is one of the most instantly transforming haircuts for women over 60. If your hair has lost volume at the crown or tends to fall flat, this bob is almost like a built-in solution. It creates natural fullness, shape, and structure, all without requiring heavy styling or effort. At the back of the head, this bob has shorter layers that stack gently on top of each other. This stacking creates height, making the hair look thicker and more voluminous. For many women, this alone feels like a miracle. As hair ages and becomes finer, it can feel difficult to regain that sense of density. But this bob restores it beautifully. As the cut moves forward, the hair gradually becomes longer. This creates a soft angle that frames the face, elongates the neck, and adds a sculpted elegance to your profile. It's a subtle contouring effect, gentle, flattering, and naturally uplifting. It brings attention upward, which is especially helpful if you want to soften the jawline or brighten the face. What makes this bob really special is that it stays polished even with minimal effort. The structure does most of the work. Even on days when you simply run your fingers through your hair, it still maintains its gorgeous shape and presence. This style is especially beloved by women with thinning hair, because the layers create dimension and movement that make hair appear fuller and healthier. It's also perfect for showcasing color. Silver tones sparkle with the stacked layers. Highlights and lowlights show depth and richness. Every angle reflects light. Emotionally, the stacked bob feels empowering. It's bold yet elegant, structured yet soft. Many women choose it when they're ready to make a confident change, something that represents strength and renewal without losing femininity. And despite its polished appearance, it's surprisingly versatile. You can wear it sleek for a modern look, tousled for a relaxed feel, or somewhere in between. The haircut adapts beautifully to your lifestyle. If your hair needs volume, shape, lift, and a naturally youthful silhouette, the graduated bob is a stunning and confidence-boosting choice. 5. And finally, the last bob I want to share with you is the long bob or lob. The long bob, often called the lob, is one of the most elegant and universally flattering styles for women over 60. It offers the perfect balance between softness and structure. For women who want the refreshing benefits of a bob, but still love the feeling of a little length, this is the ideal middle ground. The lob typically falls between the collarbone and the shoulders. This length creates a gentle frame around the face that softens the jawline and elongates the neck. It has a natural grace to it, nothing sharp, nothing harsh. Just a smooth, flowing shape that moves beautifully with you. One of the advantages of the lob is how well it works with mature hair textures. Fine hair stays manageable because the longer length adds just enough weight to prevent puffiness or frizz. Thicker hair benefits from the movement and soft shaping. Silver and blended tones look stunning because the length gives room for light to reflect along the strands. The lob is also incredibly adaptable. You can wear it straight and sleek for a classic look. Add soft curls for romantic movement. Tuck it behind your ears for a polished, gentle finish. Or let it air dry for a naturally tousled style that feels relaxed and effortless. No matter how you choose to wear it, it always looks intentional and refined. Emotionally, many women describe the lob as a haircut that brings freedom and confidence. It doesn't feel restrictive or too bold. It doesn't require high maintenance or constant tweaking. It simply supports you, your style, your rhythm, your presence. It allows you to feel modern, feminine, and aligned with who you are today, not who you were decades ago. For women who want a haircut that honors their journey, embraces their features, and brings a sense of calm elegance, the lob is a beautiful choice. It flows, it moves, it complements, and it makes you feel naturally put together in every setting, from special events to quiet moments at home. If you want a bob that is gentle, graceful, and deeply flattering, the long bob is a timeless and emotionally uplifting option. As we wrap up these 5 beautiful bob styles, remember this: you are not aging out of beauty, you're growing into your power. Each of these bobs brings something unique to your features, your energy, and your confidence. Whether you want softness, structure, volume, or graceful length, there's a style here that's ready to support you and reflect the vibrant woman you are today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path for more uplifting style guidance made with love, care, and deep respect for your journey.